This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Can someone explain about till now what all the concept we have covered? So anyone explain the what are all the topics we have covered till now?
Yes, we have covered the variables, data types, and strings. These are the main three things that we have covered till now.
And indexing, string
Operators also,
indexing,
and operators. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Vinay.
string index and string slicing,
Okay.
and variables.
Oh, yeah. Today we will start with the tuple list tuple. So
Will you perform any other string operation? Yeah, directly we'll go to the list.
we will cover later more scenarios and string Prashant. Actually, those are depending on the other condition statements, so that we should complete after the conditional statements. We will cover more scenarios on the string.
Yeah, the
As
exercise
of now,
actually
that
what
is
we
it.
have given. The fourth
Yeah,
one
yeah.
was, we need conditional further.
Yes, yes. So today we will start with the list. So, do you know anyone know about the list in this session?
List is a collection of variable, datas, and we can store any type of data, I think, just like an array.
Okay. Anyone else? So before we start, I want to ask one question from for you all. So what you all expecting from this class, from this training? I want to know from everyone. So what you are expecting from this training, and why you are joining every day for this class? Yeah, unmute yourself
Yeah.
and yeah, go ahead,
Yes,
please.
actually, my main intention is just like I want to switch my, transition my career to data engineer. So for that, Python is really required.
Okay,
So
Yeah, this is Mohan. Myself, I am expecting here if I follow this coaching you are teaching that and all. If I then if I put 5 years of experience there, if I didn't face any uh, issues at that time. If I get work at that time, if I didn't get any issue because of that much. Knowledge I want to get through your classes. That is I am expecting here.
okay. Others?
Sunil, my
This is
intention
Prashant
was
here.
like
Yeah, Vinay, go ahead.
I am working as a PLS 12, so Python is required mandatory for upcoming jobs. I am also looking for the data analytics. So Python is mandatory for the data analytics course.
Okay. So Prashant, you can go ahead.
Yeah, myself Prashant. I'm already working for Damco Solutions as a BizTalk developer. Uh, I'm looking out for this course to upgrade myself in the technical level as well as to improve my skill. I am currently learning Azure DevOps as well. So Terraform is one of the scripting language that is used uh, to develop the infrastructure. And I also know that Python is also another language wherein we can develop the infrastructure using the Python scripting as well. So that is one of
Okay,
the outcome I'm looking from this.
okay. So Sunil,
Yeah, my intention is I want to learn data engineering. So for that,
okay.
I got to know like Python and SQL are prerequisites. So first I am learning this Python. So after that, I want to learn data engineering course.
So which data engineering are you interested?
Yeah, Azure data engineering.
Okay. So here today class we will discuss about the list. So list is a group of values. We can code it in the single entity. So that we call it as a list. So here insertion order is preserved, means it is a whatever order you inserted the elements or objects in the list, that order should be remain same. It won't change the order which you inserted or created at the time of creation of the list. Okay, so it allows the duplicate values also. So here we have the group of individual values or objects. Okay, group of individual items or items values or anything. So group of individual values or objects we call it as a list. So it should be elements, whatever the elements or objects you inserted, order should be same here. Okay, and duplicates also so allowed. So it stores the heterogeneous objects also. Yeah. So list is a immutable. It is a immutable. So what is the immutable? Do you know, right? What is the immutable? Sorry, list is a mutable object. It is a list is a mutable object. What is the meaning of mutable? Do you know?
We can change in the list in a insertion or update.
Some
We can add.
operations.
Okay. So suppose if you create a any list, suppose L list, we can enclose it in the brackets. Okay, this is square brackets. Here we can mention any types. Text. So like this. If you mention like this, if you want to add, you can add any data. You want to append, you can append some data like this. So if you want to remove, you can remove like this. So if you want to remove 10, you can give 10. So it will remove. Okay. So like that, we can manipulate the string. So that is called as immutable. Okay. So it can be either increase the length, its length, or decrease its length. Suppose now we have four four elements in that. It can be decreased or increased. That is mutable. Okay. It is a growable in nature. Growable or decreasable in nature. Okay. So as I explained in the while explaining the string, so I explained about the indexing also, right? In the list also same index we have, positive index and negative index. Positive index is from left to right, okay. Negative index is from right to left. Same index applicable here also. Okay, you can access the elements by using index position. You can access the elements in the range of index. Okay, like that you can access by using the list. Okay, both indexing and slicing operations are allowed in this list. We can see in this. So if you want to create empty list, you can create like this. Okay, well, this is empty type of list. You can call it as a class of list. So in the most of the real time, how we code it list, how we code list, like, so suppose if you want to suppose you have some list of let's take orders. So you have the list of orders for the same department. So that time uh, you query the whatever the list of orders for that department, then you take those list of orders in the store it in the one list. So before that you need one list, right? So how you can declare? So orders list equal to like this. So you should prepare like this before you bring the orders from the table. Okay, understand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like that you declared initially. So after you fetch the data from the table, you store it in the whatever the orders you got for the particular department. You can store it in the this list temporarily. So after you grab the all the data from the database, you store it in the list. After that, you can filter by using conditions. So if you want to the particular order data for particular order, when this order is picked up, and this suppose if this orders list you want to show it in the any drop down in the front end, like that you can check the condition, you can put it in the front, you can send it for the front end side. So like that you can do it. So in if you want to use it in the data side, you grab the like same thing. So here you are sending for in the front end, right? In the, if you are working as a data engineer, so you want to sometimes you want to fetch the data from the database for the particular point of time. Suppose today how many orders I received, like that I want to check, right? Then how you can retrieve the particular data. And if you want to validate the some data based some columns data like order list, so then you store it in the orders list data set. Then you can compare and you can evaluate and you can do anything in your code. Okay, without list and tuple dictionary, there is no Python scripting or Python code exist. So if you go and search in the internet, if you see any single script, there you can find the many list and tuple dictionary. Okay, so this is the most often asked interview question. So when you go for the interview, first they are asking about the what is the difference between list and tuple. There is no interview without this question. Okay,
Okay.
everyone asking this question. What is the difference between list and tuple? How you are using the list in your day-to-day life? So how you are using the tuple in your day-to-day life? Like that they ask. Okay. So here you got the orders list. So how you can add the data to this orders list? Suppose you fetch the data. So I have the uh, data list. So I have the data like this. Like that. It has multiple options. Okay, it has the so much. It is like an array. So, like this. So how you can add this data to this orders list? Okay, understand, right?
Okay. You can directly assign
So
the
when
value.
you directly assign it to, so it is like a any data. It is like a record. So this data
Hmm.
list, what it has data from the it fetch the data from the database and it store it in the this variable as a record. Okay, so entire data you store it in the orders list. You store it as a list.
Okay.
Understand,
Can
right?
we incorporate both list and tuple together?
Sorry.
Can we incorporate both list and tuple together?
So I will tell you once we are talking about the tuple. So not yet we discussed about the tuple, right? So when we are discussing about the tuple, I will tell you those things.
Okay, sir.
So if I talk now, others will confuse because they don't
Okay,
know about the tuple, right? So
fine.
yeah. So here, as I told earlier, so if you want to assign any data, dot append. So I want to append one more record. So I am appending 103. See, these and all basic things I am discussing. So there are a lot more things we need to do by using the list, tuple, and the dictionary string. So that we discuss after completion of the condition statements. Okay.
Okay.
So see. So if you want to remove anything, you can remove. So if you want to access any data, see 100. So we removed this one. Now it is comes to 0 position. This is the first position. We access the first. So this is 6. So see, second position is this one. Second, third, fourth, fifth until fifth. If you give 6, it is up to sixth, not including 6, right? So these 4 elements it retrieved. Like that, you can do whatever operations we do in the string. So here list also, there are lot more properties there. So you can give help of list. You type here. See 140, 164 lines are there. If you click on that one, there are lot more properties. See, the append we saw, right? So clear, copy. So copy is used to copy the one, duplicating the list. So if you have one list, so that you should duplicate. You want the copy of that list, then you use the copy. Okay. So count returns the whatever. Suppose here you have the 101, 100 is once only, right? So there is no twice. Suppose if you give count of 100, it will give 1. How many times it occurs in the list? It will give the count of that element. So that is the count. So extend. So you have the one list, you have the another list, you have two lists. You want to extend list 1 to list 2. Means list 2 should be append to list 1. That time you should use the extend. Okay. So index. So we will find out the index of the value. Okay. Suppose if you want to, the value. Suppose you know Vodafone value. So you want to retrieve. So the in which index value it has. Suppose it has 10 times in that list, then it gives the first occurrence index value. Okay. So it won't give a second, third, fourth. It give wherever it finds the first time. Okay. So if it search for the search in the list, so if it is found Vodafone, then it gives the index of that first occurrence value. Okay. So insert, insert means, so we use append, right? Same as insert. Suppose you want to insert particular in the particular position. If you see append, what happens here? If you append the value, it appends the data at the end. See, I added 103 8 till 300, right? Where it has added at the end, right? So 103 8 till 300. So if you want to add in the particular position, I want to add after this 100. So you can give this is what it is. This is the third index. So you want to insert in the fourth index. Sorry, this is the second index. You want to add it in the third index. You can give the index value. It will add after that index. Okay,
Mhm.
right? After that index, it will insert. So pop means we saw about the remove, right? What it remove based on the value we have given. Okay, if you want given any value, it will remove the first value. So where it, suppose if you won't give anything here, so you only give the remove. So what it remove? First value. Okay, in the list, what is the first value? It remove. So pop, what it will do? It will remove the first last added item. Suppose here, what is the last added item? See, last added item is 300. So it will remove the last added item. It will remove 300. If you give instead of remove, it will you can give the pop. It will remove the last added item. So like that, it will work. Pop, it will work like that. Okay. So remove we already see, right? So reverse means you already know. It will reverse the list. Suppose if you give the reverse of list, it will reverse from last elements to first, like that, first to last. So you all know. So sort. So here it is in the list, there it is the unsorted order. So whatever the insertion order you have given, that order it takes. So you want to sort if you want to sort that list, sometimes what happens, you have stored all the data in the list. So you want to sort that list, you want to the first items, whatever the items. Suppose you have fetched the data for today. So whatever the orders we have, first received orders, what you can do, you have to sort the list by ascending order. If you give ascending order, what it happens? First added, all the first added orders will come first. So if you give reverse equal to false, it is the descending order. So if you want to give anything, reverse or anything, just if you give sort of list, that sort, it will give like a empty. If it will give like a ascending order. If you want to give anything in the sort function, if you want to give anything, just dot sort, it will sort like a ascending order. If you want to sort the list in descending order, you means if you want to retrieve the data, whatever the data added recently. So latest data if you want to fetch and if you want to show, then you can give the reverse equal to false. Then it will fetch the data descending order. Okay. So these are the properties you have. So I will explain few things. You understand, right? What I explained?
Yeah, practical will be better.
Not pop. So what it happens, as I discussed, if I give dot pop, what will happen?
The last added character will be removed. Hmm. The
See, so what happened? Last added item removed and it returned. So it returns also. If you want to store it in the anywhere, you can store it. You can create other variable and you can store it. So means suppose you have the data, so you have the list. So like if you want to data which is added the latest. So you don't know the timestamp, you don't know the anything, any hint you don't know. So what you can do? So in the list, what it has. So if you add data, it append the last. So then you want the latest added data, then you use the dot pop. So it will return it will give the latest added data. So then you can assign it to any other variable and you can use it in your program, right?
Can I give
Understand, right?
index?
It
Index or
it
value?
won't give index, so it will
No,
give
no,
the value.
no, no. Actually, I'm saying that orders list dot pop inside the bracket. Can we give the value or index? Just like
Yeah,
orders list dot pop in the
yeah,
bracket,
yeah,
we
let me
can
give.
give 100.
Suppose you are asking about the index, right? So you want like 0, 1, 2, 3. You want to delete this idea. So
Yeah.
I am giving 3.
Dot
What it
pop.
happen?
No, no. Dot pop. You.
Sorry, sorry. See. So index also you can give. So if you want to retrieve the latest added, then you won't give any index. So
Okay.
here, yeah. See, one more thing I will tell you here. What it happen?
Okay.
So in the pub, you can give only index. You cannot give the value, right? So
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
remove what happens? In remove what we can do? What happens in remove? If I
In
give
remove, we
index,
can give values.
yeah, like that. I will,
Index value and
sorry, someone asking doubt?
no, in remove it is not taking the index value.
Yeah, remove will take only values. It won't take index. So if you use index, it will show like there is no item like that in that list, right? So if you give in the pop, you have the 100 year value. So if you give value, what it expect? str object cannot be interpreted as an integer. So it is expecting integer means it is expecting only index. If you should not give any index, it will remove the latest added item or object. I have the list like this. What happens if I give L1 dot sort? It
It
sorted
gets sorted.
ascending order, right? So if I give ls dot sort of, will it work?
I think it gives descending order.
Yes, it is
No,
working.
I am asking in the true. T is capital. If you give small t, it won't work. Okay. See, descending order like this. So reverse you all no. Reverse means earlier it has the descending order. Now it is reversed to ascending order. Reverse like this. So what we have index and all you can practice. Extend, count, clear. Those and all you can practice. So you can practice these also. I will tell you how. See, that is not implemented in the there. So we cannot give like this. So what you can do, you can practice rest of the things in this. If you give the help of list, it will give these list whatever the properties it has. All remaining properties you can practice. So I will explain in more details when we are completed the conditions. Okay. So this is the list. So do you have any doubts here? So I will give one. What happens if I give like this? Anyone tell me what happens if I give like this? So we saw same example in the string also, right? So there what happens if I give here what happens? So what results you will get if I give like this?
22 it's gone.
Sorry,
22.
22. This is L1 list one.
Repeated.
This is L1.
Yeah, L1 will be repeated.
See, L1 repeated 2 times. Okay, understand, right? So do you have any doubts in the list?
Sunil, that reverse equal to true means actually it will only reverse the string, na? In the descending order.
Reverse equal to true means it is a descending order, not the reversing the string, reversing the
Okay.
list. It is a descending order. So
Okay.
here we already sorted in ascending order, like, right? That is why
Mm-hmm.
it sorted. So that is why you are seeing like it reversed the string, reversed the list. That
Mm-hmm.
is why you are seeing like that. If it is like this, I will show you. See, L2 we have already, right? Here there is no order, right? So I will tell you L2 dot sort of reverse equal to true. See, it sorted in descending order. Understand, right?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So any doubts in the list?
So by default, if we don't use reverse and we use only sort, it gives in ascending order.
Yes, correct. You can see what happens. It is sorted in ascending order. So any doubts here? Okay, I'm considering as no. So I'm go ahead with tuple. So tuple compared to tuple and list, so there is only one difference. So tuple is immutable. Yeah, 1 second, guys. Power count. Yeah. So tuple is immutable. We can represent tuple as brackets. In brackets, we can represent elements in the brackets. So only difference is here list is mutable, here tuple is immutable. Here we represent list is in square brackets. We represent tuple as brackets. So all are same. It is it allow duplicates. It allow insertion order is same, and group of individual values and objects it store. Same thing what we discussed in the list, same thing, but we cannot append the data, we cannot remove the data. So in the real time where we can use this tuple, anyone know, anyone, any idea? So
Transaction.
sometimes yeah, correct, sometimes you have the sensitive data. In the sensitive data we have, right? So like passwords, we have hashed passwords or some real passwords, we store it in the database, and sometimes we use the transaction data for particular department. We have the transaction data, that type of transactions we store, but that we cannot change in the code. So we cannot change, we can access but we cannot change. Okay, so that type of values we use the tuples. Okay, so here I will show you. See, tuple. So you can, you ask, someone ask, right? Can you define tuple in the list, right? So you can define T1, T2 equal. Okay, some data like this. This is like this. So here index also same thing. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So this entire list has 3 index. So if you want to access, suppose here I want to access 3. So how we can access? Tell me how we can access here.
By index.
T2 of 2.
Sorry,
T2
By
of 2.
index.
3 of,
Yeah.
okay.
Which one? Hello.
Yeah.
Which one you are trying to access?
So
Okay. Okay, got it.
3, 3 I'm telling. So here this is the main index. So entire 0, 1, 2, 3. So in the 3 you have the list, right? List also has the index, right? So again you start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So like that. So T2 of 3. 3 has the again subindex. Subindex of 2. So 3 of 2 means 3 you have another index, right? For that index you have given like this. So like this you can access. You can give help of tuple. See, you click on this one. The only count of occurrence count of elements which are occurred more than once, then it will give. So it occurs only once, it will give count of 1. So index. So in which position we already seen. Index means we can give value. So that value exists in which index position it will give. Only these two you have. So no other things, right? There is no other property it has. Okay. So T1 you print, sorry, T2. If you print like this, so I want T1 of count of 20. See, only one time it exists, that's why it gives the 1. Okay. So T3 so T3 dot count of 2 So how many times it is there? 2 times there. That is why it gave the count 2. So like that. T3 of index of, so I want to 3 value index. So what it gives? 6. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First occurrence value index. It occurred first year, that's why it gives the index of 6. So like that it gives. So suppose here 1 occurred year and year also. One is in the starting from first, one is starting from year also. So suppose here I want to know the index of this one. How can you know? T3 dot index of C. Here index. Okay. Value. What value you want to find out for index? So start. So I don't want first index, first occurred one index. So I want this one index. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you will give 9. See, it's now keyboard arguments. Start equal to start. Okay, sorry. See, so it occurs in the here we don't require to give the start equal to. So directly you can give the index value. So from where we can search. So it exists in the 10th position, right? That's why I have given 9. So from 9 it search for the 1. So it occurs in the 10th position. So that is why it returns the 10 index. So this is the list, list and tuple. So do you have any doubts in the list and tuple? So most asked, frequently asked interview question. So there is no interview without these two questions about the list and about the tuple. So there are lot more scenario based questions based on the list and tuple. Okay. So any doubts, anyone?
No, Sunil.
Yeah, others? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay.
Will you
Thanks
give any
all.
practice
Thanks for
question for
joining.
this?
So here I haven't prepared it for those practice sessions for these.
Okay.
So I will give you the after completion of the conditions, more practice sessions. So you can what you can do. So you can explore the by giving the help of list, help of tuple, help of str like that. You can get the few properties, right? So
Mm-hmm.
practice those properties well. How can you manipulate different scenarios? You can practice on those string list tuple. These three data types you can practice well. You can search on the internet if you have time. You can find out a few scenarios, real time scenarios. I will give. If you want to practice more concept wise, you can practice by searching the internet.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sunil, for the session.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for joining.